call in our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis, with this opening week matchup.
All right, Larry, thanks. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and their inner-city rivals, the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, and I don't think from what we saw down on the field before the game there's any doubt they're ready to roll.
They pass the eye test, don't they? This team looks fired up and ready to play.
This one taken from the 7. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, the former Houston Cougar, Case Keenum.
Case Keenum won't overwhelm you with his athleticism, won't wow you with his arm, but somehow, when he's on the field and he's in charge, the ball gets moved by his offensive teammates.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing out 2nd down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
They'll run again now with Darkwan. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Keenum going to throw. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. For the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 11.
Here we go. 3-19. Back at Philly. Here we go.
Here's Patty. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here we go now. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Petty now. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. To throw now on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
To throw now on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it's a second down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Time running out here on the play clock. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's a noon one. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And the defense for New York.
It's often the moves that don't get a lot of attention that may be the most valuable in the NFL, and Damon Harrison is an example of that. 4 years with the New York Jets as a defensive tackle before signing as a free agent with the New York Giants in 2016, and he shored up the Giants' run defense. They became the number 3 run defense in the league, led by Harrison's attack up front.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Olivier Vernon with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now a chance to take advantage of that missed field goal. 1st and 10, way up at the 37. On the run, Darkwa. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. To throw is Keenum. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's brought down. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now Darquan. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. A gain of 3, second down. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
Now it's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Keenum. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And down inside the 15 he goes. 19 yards that time for number 19. That first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Here's Darquan. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now Keenum. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Well, that was excellent coverage right there, and he definitely did the right thing, showing the discretion is definitely the better part of valor. Threw it away, preserved the opportunity to kick for a field goal.
And excellent coverage. And right now the human is controlling the defense, so good job, human. And his kick is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jets. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal. And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out? 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender. Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And they've got it here with a first down.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
A give. This is Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
All right, here we go. Green, gun. Detroit.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. It's caught. Michael Pruitt. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Set. Blue landed. Detroit. Gun.
Looking to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Set. 3-19. Gun. Watch him now, Barney.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
It's a nice completion and a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
Lucky 56.
Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
All right, here we go. 3-19. Over.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New York set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On second down, here's Keenum. And I think the ball's out, and it's scooped up by the Jets.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Following the fumble recovery, Keenum. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Frank Clark in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes. They're trying to put him on the ground.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. They've gone to the second quarter in Buffalo. It's the Patriots with the early lead over the Bills. Nick Foles with 1 touchdown pass thus far. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he rifles one incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Here we go now. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Detroit. Detroit.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's Anderson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Here's Kamara, try to run for it. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
On every snap, a defense is trying to establish who they are, but on 3rd and short, that's really when you put it out there and tell people who you are, and that's exactly what they did. For the offense, they're looking at their offensive line and saying, guys, where are you? We need you on those plays.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down near the 48-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it's a 1st down for the Jets.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed. No. Check, Patriot.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. A reminder coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of our first half.
LR, that's my man.
That's your guy. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Open man right side is Ingram. A huge play there for the Jets. 42 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
They'll look to throw again. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson from 6 yards away. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
Now that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here.
I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
Keenum. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course.
After reviewing the call, the rule on the field is reversed.
Here's Keenum now on 2nd down. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Keenum. He finds his target, Royal. And he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Now a 1st down throw. Keenum finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Again, it's Keenum. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Keenum going to try and throw on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Atkins. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Again, Keenum. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Austin Hooper from 8 yards out. And the Giants have got it back to a one-score game.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. And it's up and good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken about the 12. Around the NFL, second quarter down in Tampa. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going. But we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series. So those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Over, 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 over. Over, 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 over.
Petty now. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Watching that, Barney, Barney. Set, three, back 99, Philly. Here we go.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Here we go now. Boom. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Watching now, Barney, Barney. Over.
Here's Paddock, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Evan Ingram in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary.
Let's go.
They'll run with Darquan. And an alley to run. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before the break. Keenum looking for Shepard deep. And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in this game.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Olivier Vernon in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Check 93. Over.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense. Get the ball back for our offense.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Now Zaire Jones breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Keenum to throw on second down. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed, I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now a handoff looking right. He does it one more time. And now running right through him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And while there is no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity map to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early.
False start, offense.
So that'll back him up 5.
Still second down.
Now they try the right side here. He's to the 10 and brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
This is Gorman. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game, the effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Ball spotted at the 4. It's second and goal. And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Orleans Darkwa taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. Second effort there. He was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call. And he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Davis Webb going to lead the offense back onto the field. They haven't had to rely so much on the passing game. It's really been a team effort in the running game that's kept them successful and has them in the lead.
I like that, too, the team effort, because when I was growing up, one guy carried the football, right? You stuck it in his chest 20 to 30 times a game, and he was the heavy volume, heavy dose guy. Now, you spread it around, different people touching it, and in this game, it's proven to be effective.
And spreading the wealth has been very effective. 23 yards on the play.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make this a second down.
No. Check. Patriot. Gun.
From From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. The 30, the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Looking around the league from Raymond James Stadium there in the third quarter in Tampa. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And he'll bang that one through. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last night didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too. As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Back to throw now on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard. First carry for Samaje Perine. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
That was an example of excellent defense there. They stuffed them. So now it brings up a 3rd down situation. If I'm calling plays here, I make sure I put it in the hands of my quarterback and get it to a receiver real fast. I'm not running the ball here.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
They're going to look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Leopard. Leopard. No. Check. Patriot.
He'll look to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. It's a pickup of 3 that time. That's good for a Jets first down.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that. but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Second down, Kamara. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. That time, a 9-play drive. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Now the punter, who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
On 1st and 10, Keenum. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Every now and then, those guys can get lost in coverage. Quarterback didn't see him, perhaps. But, boy, what a pick. And how about the run back?
Now, he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? A really nice gain of 25 yards. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
The offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. It's first and goal. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Darren Lee. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now a handoff looking right. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. They get 5 on the run, but it leaves them with a tough third and goal forthcoming.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now Keenum on third and goal. And they finally get to him as he's taken down. Muhammad Wilkerson able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be fourth down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this one is right through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3-and-out.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Hurry up, here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Watch it now, Barney. Gun.
Looking to throw. Anderson a first down and more. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Green, 39. Leopard. Watch it now, Barney.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That one complete to Anderson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Second down now after the pass completion. And the play clock's running down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And Ingram holds it in. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Well, that turned out how they wanted. Run the toss play to the left side, go for that pylon, get in there.
And just being able to understand where the pylon was and sneak it in there, well done, well executed.
And the lead is up to 14. Now the punter, who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He is fully awake now. If he didn't get off to the start that he normally does, they've got his attention. He's running it well.
You think they set off the alarm clock at the half? Think that's what went down? I know this, having played on the defensive side of the ball, if you do a really good job against a great runner, and you go into the half, you're excited, you're fired up, you think the game plan is working, but in the back of your head, there's that little bit of nagging doubt. Can we do this for 4 quarters? So far, that's not happening.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Keenum will try again on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. That's Shepard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. On 1st down, Keenum. And finding the tight end, Hooper. Nice stiff arm.
Underused, but still effective.
That one goes for 24 yards. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st and 10, here's Keenum. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Keenum again here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. From midfield, here's Keenum. Looking for Shepard deep. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated.
Green 39.
Now Keenum, gotta have this one. He sets to, that's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. From the red zone now, Keenum. And it's caught. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Here's Keenum. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line. Here's Keenum now on 2nd down. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now 3rd down. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on 1st and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
On 3rd and long, it's Keenum. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak. That one looks like he'll throw here. Open man right side is Ingram. And he gets this one up just shy of the 35 to the 34. Fresh set of downs here. They go play action here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Here's Patty. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The Jets on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be third and a mile. Petty now. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. They are in the 4th and Buffalo. The Patriots have added on as they extend their lead a bit further. Nick Foles hovering around 300 yards passing and a couple of touchdown throws as well. Back to throw now on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Hurry up, here we go. No, check. Patriot. Gone.
Now back to throw. Steps away to his left. This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at FedEx Field. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their first of the young season. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. They're going to look to throw. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. This offense so far on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. And partner, this...